yonkers yet, and you know why.
Well, why not?
Well, we've had a good meal, and we've been in danger of getting arrested. There's only one more thing we have to do before we can go back to being successes in Yonkers.
Cornelius, you can't kiss Mrs. Molloy.
Well, maybe.
But she'll scream.
Wannabe, you might as well know that everyone goes through life kissing right and left all the time except for us.
Oh, thank you for telling me, Cornelius. I often wondered.
Just a minute, Irene. I must find my handkerchief. Why, Mr. Hackl? I thought you were up in Yonkers.
Well, I almost always am, Mrs. Levi. Oh, please don't tell Mr. Vandergelder. I will explain everything later.
Was it as can be, Mrs. Levi?
Why, who's that?
It's Barnaby Tucker, just paying a call.
Well, who else is here?
Oh, it's just the two of us, ma'am.
Old friends of Mrs. Molloy's, is that it?
Well, I mean, actually, we didn't know her before a few minutes ago, but we like her a lot, don't we, Barnaby? In fact, I think she's the finest person in the world, and I'm ready to tell that to anybody.
And does she think you're the finest person in the world?
Oh, heavens, no. I don't even suppose she knows that I'm alive.
Well, I think she must notice you're alive under that table, Mr. Hackl. Well, if I were you, I'd get back into hiding. Somebody could be coming in any minute.
Dolly, do you need any help?
No. I was just blowing my nose.
Mrs. Molloy, I have some advice for you about your business.
Oh, advice from Mr. Vandergelder. The whole city should hear this.
In the first place, the purpose of a business is to make profit.
Is that so?
I have never heard it put so clearly before. Did you hear it?
You pay those girls of yours too much. You pay them like men. Girls like that enjoy their work. Wages, Mrs. Molloy, are paid to make people do work they don't want to do.
Mr. Vandergelder thinks so ably, and that's exactly the way his business is ran up in Yonkers.
Mrs. Molloy, I'd like for you to come up to Yonkers.
Oh yes, that would be very nice. As it is, I actually know someone in Yonkers, someone else.
Oh, who's that?
Oh, someone quite well too, I believe, so a little free and easy in his behavior. Mr. Vandergelder, do you know Cornelius Hackl?
I know him like I know my own boot. He's my chief clerk.
Is that so?
Why, he's worked in my store for 10 years.
I never.
Where would you have known him?
Just one of those chance meetings, I suppose.
Oh, yes, just one of those chance meetings.
Chance meetings? Cornelius Hackl has no right to chance meetings. Where was it?
Well, really, Mr. Vandergelder, it's quite unlike you questioning in such a way. I think Mr. Hackl is better known than you think he is.
Nonsense.
He's in New York often and has a large circle of friends.
Well, the truth might as well come out now as later. Mr. Vandergelder, Irene is quite right. Your head clerk is often in New York, goes everywhere, has an army of friends. Everybody knows Cornelius Hackl.
He never comes to New York. Why? He works in my store all day, and at 9 o'clock at night, he goes to sleep in my bread room.
So you think, but it's not true.
Dolly Gallagher, you're crazy.
Listen to me. You keep your nose so deep in your account books, you don't know what goes on. Yes, by day, Cornelius Hackl is your faithful, trusted clerk, but by night, why, he leads a double life, that's all. He's here at the opera, at the great restaurants, and all the fashionable homes. Why, he's at the Harmonia Gardens restaurant 3 nights a week. The fact is, he's the wittiest, gayest, naughtiest, most delightful man in New York. Well, he's just the famous Cornelius Hackl.
It's not the same man. Why, if I ever thought Cornelius Hackl came to New York, why, I'd discharge him.
Who took the horses out of Jenny Lynn's carriage and pulled her through the streets? Who? Cornelius Hackl? Who dressed up as a waiter at the Fifth Avenue Hotel and took an oyster and dropped a great voices? No, it's too wicked to tell you.
Dolly, go on.
No. But it was Cornelius Hackl.
It's not the same man. Where did he get the money?
But he's very rich.
Rich. I keep his money in my own safe. He's got $146.35.
Oh, Mr. Vandergelder, you are killing me. they built the Raritan Canal.
Then why should he work in my store?
Well, I'll tell you.
I don't want to hear it. I've got a headache. I'm going home. It's not the same man. You can't get away from facts. He sleeps in my brand room. Why? I just made him my chief clerk.
If you had any sense,